esame Antroji Comic Con dienoj, išsimiegojom, tikrai daugiau nei info show, man atrodo, tai feels good. Šiandien matosi, kad tikrai bus didesnė ir aktyvesnė diena nei buvo vakar, žmonių jau daug daugiau nei vakar, cosplayerių lygiai taip pat. Už valandos prasidės pirmieji paneliai, po kurių kalbinsim savo svečius ir įžymybės, tai labai laukiam to. O Tautvilai, kaip tu šiandien jautiesi?
Aš šiek tiek toks jauduliukas mažas, todėl kad kalbinsiu Sean Gunn iš Marvel ir jaudinos, bet tuo pačiu labai excited, nes ir sutiksiu kitų moderatorių plius ir bus labai įdomu, nes daug didesnė šiandien diena, būtent antroji.
Ja. Tai keep watching ir einam į vidų. So, very nice to meet you. Very great panel. How are you feeling after the panel?
Oh my gosh, it's great. It's so wonderful to be here in this space with everybody. It was so cool to have such good questions from everybody who's here and to feel connected with everyone who's sitting in the audience and now wandering the halls, and it's a beautiful place to be.
Amazing. So, as far as I know, it's not your first Comic Con, am I correct? How do they differ? How do different Comic Cons in different countries look like, and what do you like most about them?
Oh, it's such a good question. There's something that's very similar and important at every single one of these, and that is that there's something special about people who come to Comic Cons anywhere in the entire world and in all the different languages, and it's a really special, welcoming place where you can be whatever version of yourself you want to be, and you don't have to be afraid. And being in a place that lets you let go of fear is a magic place. There aren't very many of them in the entire world, and every Comic-Con has an element of that. But it's also so cool that in each city, there are little elements in the music or the way the lights work that are special to that country, and it's cool to get that feeling that's different too.
I completely agree. Actually, yesterday we were talking with the team how the nerd community, as per se, has gradually came to what we are now, and that the shame element is no longer there that it was maybe 10-20 years ago. And one last thing, what entertainment do you actually watch? Do you watch YouTube? Do you watch movies, or are you more of a book reader maybe?
Oh my gosh, everything. Sean and I watch so many things. It's really cool. I think right now TV is so good, and the performances on TV are so good. We watched every film that was up for Academy Awards and BAFTA Awards. You know, I think Christopher Nolan said this in his Academy Award speech. He said, film is only 100 years old. It's a baby. For an art, it's a baby. We've had paintings for thousands of years, and it's really cool that it's growing. It's barely even just becoming a teenager right now, and it's going to make a lot of changes, I think, really soon. And it's cool to see what's new and what the changes will be.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Natasha. So much fun to have you here.
First things first, so how are you? How are you feeling today?
Oh, great. I love being here. This is one of the best parts of my job, going to do Comic Cons, and particularly going to do Comic Cons in a place like Lithuania, where this is a 6th year doing this convention. Is that right? Something like that. And just see a different type of fan that I haven't met before. It's wonderful.
So this is your first time in Lithuania, as I understand.
Yes.
And how's the hospitality treating?
Oh my gosh, the people have been amazing. We had great food last night, and I look forward to more. We're just getting our bearings, but just walking through the city, oh gosh, it's beautiful.
very calm, like very humbly experience. Yeah, that's what we get all the time from people coming from huge cities, like New York, Los Angeles. That is comparison.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, and just what you call it, Old Town or Old?
Yes, that's what we call Old Town.
Town?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
in Lithuanian, that's Senamiestis.
Say it again.
Senamiestis.
Salamistis. Salamistis.
You're saying like a salami. Senamiestis.
You know what? I'll work on it.
Old Town is fine. Everyone's calling it Old Town. And as I know, you just turned 50.
I did.
A couple of days ago.
On Wednesday, yeah.
On Wednesday, yeah. So happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
And one of my questions would be how Kraglin from the first of Guardians of the Galaxy would accept the happy birthday wish, because the Kraglin evolved from the first one to the third one.
Right.
So how would he accept? Because he was a bit of on a gray zone, not like a good guy. But
Right, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so how would he accept a happy birthday, and how he would celebrate it?
How would he celebrate his birthday? Oh my gosh, he'd probably eat some fried orloni as much as he could, and have some good alcoholic, whatever the alcoholic beverage of Xandar is, and some fried orloni. I'm sure I bet it's a real, as we say, hoedown. Do you know this word? It's a real hoedown for Kraglin's birthday. He gets his Ravager buddies, and they whoop and holler. They drink all night, probably a little too much, and yeah, that would be a good time.
Probably would go for some kind of a bounty, get some
Yeah, probably go kill something, listen to some country music that he got from the planet Earth, and
Yeah. I remember there was a deleted scene where you, as a Kraglin, were showing Peter Quill how to like control the MP3.
The Zune, and talking about some of my favorite bands like Traffic and that lady Alice Cooper, and yeah, it's wonderful.
So other thing, you were playing a very, how I would say, infamous character, Weasel, and your brother Sean Gunn was directing it, and I was just wondering, is he coming back?
Yes, we're going to see a lot more of Weasel in Creature Commandos, which will premiere later this year. But the first, my brother James, one of the first official pieces of the new DCU is an animated series. It's 7 episodes long, called Creature Commandos, and I'm so proud of it. I can't wait for an audience to see it. It's one of my favorite things that my brother has written, and one of the favorite things I've acted in. And we're going to learn a lot more about the Weasel in Creature Commandos, and it's just a really cool project. I also play a character named G.I. Robot, and it's cool.
It's very cool. So my other question would be, was the Weasel like a last minute option, or it was planned out from the beginning to put in the movie?
Oh yeah, Weasel was in it from the beginning.
From the beginning was like...
Yes. Okay. Yes, I know, like my brother James loves ridiculous characters, and I think he always found the character of the Weasel in the comic books to be somewhat ridiculous. And
it was.
I'm his go-to muse for ridiculous characters. And so I think it was a natural fit, his inclusion in the movie and him asking me to play the role.
Okay. Well, yeah, I agree on that. So Marvel or DCU?
Both.
Both?
Yeah, they both. I think we all want stuff that's good, right? So as long as they're making good movies, let's have them both. Let's get good Marvel movies and good DC movies, and I think everyone will be happy. I know that I know that, for instance, Kevin Feige roots for my brother James to succeed and make great films, and James roots for Kevin and Marvel to succeed and make great films, because as fans, we all want to see great films.
Yes.
So
yes.
both.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for a good time.
Appreciate
thank you.
it.
Tautvilas, and Tautvilas, yes. Tautvilas, yeah.
Tautvilas.
Yes, it's pretty difficult, but it's fine. It's fine. So you are a big streamer right now, as I see. So my question is, what would you give it as advice for a streamer who's starting?
So I've been streaming for a long time. So what I did 10 years ago, almost, is not going to be the same for everyone else. I can't say, oh, you should do this because I did this. But the way that the streaming industry looks right now, the best way to make it is to make use of multiple social media platforms, especially platforms like YouTube and TikTok, because these two platforms are very good at pushing out your content. So you can focus on making good content and reach more people. On Twitch, you could be the best streamer out there, but nobody can find you if you're at like one viewer. Like Jinxie is a really big streamer, and apparently he was streaming to one viewer for like a year, like 2-3 years ago. He streamed to one viewer for a whole year, and now he's at like 80,000 viewers. Like he's a massive streamer now, and that just shows that nobody found him, so he had no viewers. I actually don't know the story behind him, how he blew up, so I can't speak from his experience or comment on his experience. But I know in general that people don't really grow from only Twitch. It's really hard to grow only on Twitch. So making use of TikTok and YouTube, which is better anyways, because that type of content is always there. It doesn't require you to be live streaming. Like when I travel, I lose, right? Because I don't stream from home, I'm losing hours. If I would be a TikToker or YouTuber, I can, schedule videos to come out on the days when I'm traveling. So in general, being able to have content which is always there is better for the long run.
Because I'm asking, because I recently just started streaming like 3 months ago. My other question would be, besides like when you finish streaming, right, and you have like a day off, let's say, do you play other games besides World of Warcraft?
Honestly, no, because I've reached a point now where people actually enjoy me playing variety games too. So if I take a day off and I want to play games, I actually play World of Warcraft because there's things. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but I'm a completionist. I love achievements. So in World of Warcraft, I want to get all the achievements. And many of those achievements are really boring to watch. So when I'm not streaming and if I want to play games, I actually play WoW, so I can do all the boring achievements that people don't have to watch me for.
And then after, like when you're streaming, you're doing all the exciting stuff.
Exactly. So I try to do the more fun stuff on stream. And then if I want to play variety games, I don't play it off stream because I want the first experience of it to be on stream. I mean, if it's going to be a variety game that I would never play on stream, maybe I would consider, but yeah, no, normally I try to save it for stream.
Okay. Well, it's been nice talking to you. Thank you for all the advice. I'm gonna take it seriously. I'm gonna push it. We're probably gonna do all my content as well. Thank you, and have a great stream.
Thank you so much.
Let me start off by saying I think you guys are so cool. I'm such a big fan. I was very excited to learn that you're coming here to Comic Con, and I participated in your panel yesterday and today. Sorry if some questions repeat themselves from the panel and from myself. Yeah, we want to put them in the video. How are you feeling after the panel? How did it go?
I think it went well. This is our only second time ever doing this, so I think it was good. I hope.
Yeah, this is our this is our first Comic-Con. This is our first event really ever, and it's been so cool. Just like, I don't know, meeting fans and like speaking to people that watch our videos. It's really like our first time having this experience. The panel was awesome, and it was kind of intimidating at the same time. But it was really cool having people come up. Like, we've been to cons before. Like, I've seen, it's like crazy having these people like asking me the questions. Like, yeah.
I agree with both of you. I will say, yeah, I think the panel today was a little bit more easygoing because we had met so many fans yesterday. I think just helped ease the tension a little bit, that we were like, we're in a different country, do people even know us? And, we weren't sure, and so I think, we feel a lot more comfortable just meeting some fans, and that was a big thing for them, so.
So you said this is actually your first event, because one of my questions was, is this thing becoming regular? Are you, becoming more and more famous with time, and are you so casual about it, or is it still kind of scary and intimidating and new, and if someone calls you up with an offer, you're like, oh shit, we're actually going there and participating there?
No, I feel a lot like Hannah Montana in the sense that we make the videos and we get a lot of, comments and people, really sweet comments all the time, fan email and stuff. But obviously, we just write them and animate them, so no one really knows us. It's been really flattering, and the whole thing has been so eye-opening, seeing people that like our content in the real world as opposed to a comment online or a like.
Yeah, if anything, I feel more like a celebrity. I mean, they had cameras when we got off the plane, and was so not expecting that. And I didn't even expect people to come to the panels, so it's just great to know that we have fans.
I crave attention, so this is amazing. I think getting off the flight, was the biggest whoa. We were literally joking about just there being paparazzi when we got off the flight, and just see at midnight. I think at first we were like, oh god, we do not look good for this. But I don't know, we looked pretty good on the camera. At least I thought so, guys. So, yeah. But to answer your question, I think just being here, we've just gotten, I've been, feeling just more comfortable in my skin, just every day meeting people.
Okay, so which one of your characters is each of yours spirit animal? Which one of your characters do you relate to?
I have to say a bat, because I have such a bad sleep schedule, and I spend most of the time inside.
I'll go with Lisa, who's on Tyler's shirt. She's always anxious, and so am I.
I will say, whenever I'm on a Zoom call, it's Lisa. I just don't say a peep. I'm just terrified because there's no social cues on a Zoom call, so I don't know who to look at, where to look. So Lisa on Zoom calls, but in real life, I'll go with the grandma frog yelling at the
Let's go to the store!
It's too cold to go to the store!
No, it's not! I'm fine!
At least come get your scarf!
I'm not going back up there!
And you better make it!
The one that's, yelling out the window to the freezing grandpa frog. Yeah. I really summoned my grandmother there.
And I heard you talk a little bit about that on the panel, but how does your team extend beyond you three? Do you have nieces or friends come in and voice children, for example? I saw one recent video, the line, I found scissors. So, who does these voice lines? And you, Brennan, do the mouth, right?
Okay, so I feel like I have to do the mouth now, but I have to preface. Yeah, I wanted to do it for them, but I didn't want to let them down because I pitch the voice down a little bit when I do it because my voice isn't that deep. But I'll do it. Here we go. Mouth. There we go. There's the mouth. I should have done it on stage. I'm sorry, guys. I have scissors.
That was me. I said I have scissors. Yeah, I was sitting in my closet, and Brennan pitched me up, so I sound more like a child. But actually, the mom in that video was my sister, so she was playing my mom.
I had my coworker's daughter. I mentioned this. My coworker's daughter do the voice for the little lizard girl because she had so many lines. And if it's a short line, I have sizzles, we're able to just get away, with Nicole doing that. But if it's, just longer dialogue, we're we should probably get a child for this. Otherwise, it'll be more apparent that it's not a child.
We should make sure the more complicated lines go to the small child instead of the grown adult. Yeah.
Okay, so are you spending any more time here in Lithuania, or are you just here for the weekend and then flying back to USA?
we wish we were spending more time here, but we were, there's 3 of us, and we were already kind of like struggling to like coordinate our schedules. We all still work, and so, the Comic Con needed an answer, and we were just like, okay, I guess we'll travel for 24 hours, fly there, be there for like 4 days, and then fly back.
But we did have a very nice first day where we were just able to walk around and sightsee, and that was very nice.
I hated it.
It was beautiful. we went to the old town and saw the cathedral, and we went into the catacombs, and it's a beautiful country. You have like a castle on a hill, like it's crazy. I mean, yeah, there's nothing like that. You have a Burger King at an intersection in the U.S. So yeah.
Well, I have so much more questions, but we do have to, give time for others. So if you ever are back in Lithuania, I'm going to invite you for brunch and ask all the questions I wanted to today. And thank you so much for coming. It was such an honor to meet you, and have a nice day at Comic Con.
Okay. Kaip klausimas.
Taip.
Žaidimų balse. Visą laiką pradedat nuo to pirmo klausimo.
Taip.
Ką žaidėjai šią savaitę, bet dažniausiai klausite, ką žaidėt praeitą savaitę.
Jo.
Tai kokį žaidimą žaidėjai paskutinį?
Šūdas, aš paskutinį žaidimą, ką žaidžiau, tai iš tikrųjų buvo Ghost of Tsushima, kurį norėjau platiną pasimti, bet biškai užstrigau. Tai aš tiesiog paskutinį, ką dariau, tai žiūrėjau Žiedų valdovo filmą. Daugiau nieko, žinok, nežaidžiau. Iš geimo. Ai, nemeluoju! Meluoju, Geogeserį žaidžiau.
Ai, okei. Ar tu dalyvavai su LTV Republic ir su visa Hebra į trofėjų hante?
Taip.
Dalyvavai?
Taip.
Kiek trofėjų surinkai?
Aš viso skaičiaus nepasakysiu, bet galiu pasakyti, kad tarp kreatorių aš buvau prieš paskutinis, man atrodo, likau prieš paskutinis. Aš pradžioje labai buvau užsihypinęs, bet tada aš pamačiau, kad mano kolega Sigitas yra dar labiau užsihypinęs ant šito dalyko ir man tada nukrito biški rankos, nes jisai realiai pradėjo grindinti, jis realiai pradėjo...
Viską iš eilės.
Viską iš eilės ir jisai durniausius žaidimus, ten My Little Pony pradėjo daužyti ir taip toliau. Ir aš supratau, kad,
Nėra šansų.
Jo, aš jo niekaip nepasivysiu, tai aš tada biškai apsarminau, bet aš Trophy Hunto metu pasiėmiau Ratchet & Clank platiną ir sekantis geimas buvo Ghost of Tsushima, bet Ghost of Tsushima biškai neišėjo, nes aš supratau, kad man reikės investuoti dar apie 25 valandas į tą geimą, kad pasiėmiau.
Eik tu savo.
Tai aš pagalvojau, kad gal tiek to.
Supratau. Okei, reiškia, buvo labai, kaip sakant, labai pozityviai buvai nusiteikęs, atsirado kolega ir numetė į apačią visiškai.
Taip.
O tai jis kurią vietą užėmė?
Sigitas, man atrodo, žinok, nepamenu kelintą tiksliai, bet gal apie 3 ar 4, bet jis labai ilgą laiką laikėsi 2 ar 3 vietoj tarp kreatorių. Tai jo, Sigitas šiaip yra vienas iš tų žmonių, kuris visą laiką man gadina gyvenimą. Galite rašyti šitą.
Šitą būtinai rašysim ir su titrus, va čia uždėsim, kad Sigitas
gadina Edgarui gyvenimą. Bet aš vis tiek myliu.
Ne, tai taip, jis realiai yra kaip jūsų trijulės, turbūt toks, jo, kaip ir nerdas, ir toks,
Dėdė, tėvas, žinai.
Viskas vienoje vietoje.
Viskas jo, mama, močiutė, senelis, jisai all in all yra. Šiaip nuostabus žmogus.
Jo, tikrai. Tada būtų kitas klausimas. Kaip tau Comic Conus iš vis, kaip tau energija? Ar labai skiriasi nuo praeitų metų? Kokie pojūčiai?
Aš manau, kad šiais metais iš tikrųjų visko yra labai panašiai kaip ir praėjusiais metais, bet tikrai yra kur kas visko daugiau. Vien tik tai Baltic Gaming Expo paroda, čia šitas pastatas, kur mes esame, yra be galo daug skirtingų reikalų. Pats Comic Conas, kiek teko dabar prasieiti, atrodo, kad visko yra panašiai, bet truputėlį padauginus iš kelių, negu palyginus su praėjusiais metais. Tai manau, kad šiais metais tikrai Hebra labai pasistengė.
Toks upgrade'as, ar ne?
Jo, ir daug ką pamatyti yra. Tai va.
Dar norėjau sužinoti, nes tu žaidi daugelį žaidimų, ne tik tai ant PlayStation'o, tai be konsolės, ar turi dar kompiuterį?
Turiu kompą, bet jis jau biški reikalauja upgrade'o po biški. Aš laptopą turiu. Aš laptopą, žinai, kaip naudoju, kaip nenešiojama kompą, aš jį tiesiog pasijungęs prie moniko esu ir kaip ale stacionarų. Tai pas jis mane dulkių kalnėjau. Tai jis toksai, bet aš to jo negeiminu. Jis jau dabar yra paliktas tik tai atsidaryti notepadą.
Supratau. O kada planuoji daryti upgrade'ą?
Metų gale, galbūt. Kažkur link, aš manau, kad tiesiog vasarą nebus tie geimų naujų, kurie išeina, tai nebus tie ką žaist. bet metų gale aš manau, kad gal pabiškiau atsiras, tai gal metų gale aš manau, kad jau reikia. Nu, kaip, gerai, meluoju. Išėjo dabar kitas Hellblade'o nauja dalis. Ir ant Xbox jinai yra 30 FPS, kas mane labai
Tu nori kaip minimum 100.
Ne, kad bent jau šiam.
Kad bent jau šiam.
Bent jau šiam, kad būtų
pažaidžiama.
Jo. Ir dėl to, liūdna pripažinti, bet tam reikia kompo. Gero kompo.
Ir jo, būtinai gero kompo, nes atrodo žaidimas tiesiog, kaip atrodo, kaip filmas. Kaip filmas atrodo.
Būtent.
Man atrodo, tiek bus.
Gerai.
Ačiū tau labai.
Ačiū labai.
Buvo labai malonu.
Dėkui.
Sakyčiau, varginanti diena, nes pamatėm tiek savo mylimus žmonės, turbūt galima taip pasakyti, nes kūrėjus.
Kažkokius, šiaip tikrai. Nors sako never meet your heroes, bet iš tikrųjų nebuvo taip tragiškai. We met our heroes and it went fine.
Unless your hero is... Šiandienos, man atrodo, užteks šiandienos antrai dienai tiek. Daug daugiau žmonių buvo. Ta prasme, cosplayerių 3-gubai, 4-gubai padaugėjo. Ta prasme, anime visur. Arba anime, arba Call of Duty's. Arba League of Legends. Arba dar League of Legends, realiai. Tai dominuojantis. Tai jo, ačiū, kad žiūrėjote antrą dalį. Nepamirškite palikti komentarą, jeigu patiko, laiką ir subscribe. Ir sutiksime trečioje daly. Iki kibrytę.